Hey guys, this is Scott. So I thought about doing a more like a discussion about Warhammer Plus. It's a new big thing from Games Workshop. It's been out for I don't know, like 8 months or so. I don't think it's been the full year yet, but yeah. So Warhammer Plus, what is it? You spend $7, or I think it's like $7.99. So maybe $8. You spend $8 a month. What do you get for spending $8 a month on one Warhammer Plus? Well, the first thing they do is they give you the choice of a free statue. They say if you get a year subscription, which is like $60, or if you pay $8 12 times, you get a free statue. So your choices are a Vindicare assassin, or a orc war boss from not Warhammer, but the other one, Sigmar. So it's an orc war boss. That's not the Warhammer one. And this picture here, this image here that you're looking at. This image here. This is from one of the shows. It's about Yarick, from the story of Armageddon. Hammer and Bolter. So what is Hammer and Bolter? Because that's the one that a lot of people talk about, and that's the one a lot of people get. That's the one they advertise a lot. So what is Hammer and Bolter? Hammer and Bolter is a cel-shaded cartoon. I think each one is like 12 minutes, and they focus on basically they recreate certain stories, or they explore stories. And it's interesting because we never seen these guys move before. Before this TV show, it's just statues and books, right? This is the first time we've seen them actually move. And as you can see here in the image, it's actually Yarick before he got his claw arm and his scars. So this is probably the first invasion of the orcs. I think there's 3 of them, and this was like the first wave. And you can see what are those anti-aircraft turrets behind them? I think they're anti-aircraft. The AA guns. In Warhammer, those might be something else, but I think in Star Wars, those would be anti-aircraft. So each one's like 12 minutes long, and the voice acting's pretty good. The art's pretty good. The animation is really questionable. And what's cool about the show is it comes from the creator himself, right? The creator of Warhammer made these shows. So everything that happens in these shows is most likely canon, you know. But it's hard to tell if everything in the show is canon, because there's just so much going on in each episode. So it's hard to tell. So the hammer part is Warhammer, or not Warhammer, Sigmar. The hammer is Sigmar, which is the other board game, which is basically medieval Warhammer. If you want more medieval Warhammer, you want to do Sigmar, and Bolter is 40k, Warhammer 40k. So there are some Sigmar stories, and there are some Warhammer stories. As someone who doesn't spend a lot of time with Sigmar. I do buy the statues because the Sigmar statues kick ass. I think the Sigmar statues actually kick more ass than the Warhammer statues. That's just me. And what's funny is the Sigmar statues are actually older than the Warhammer statues. But yeah, I think the Sigmar statues kick ass. But yeah, I don't know crap about Sigmar. I don't have any of the books. I did watch like a 20-minute video that summed up Sigmar. But now I know that that's very, very tip of the iceberg. Sigmar is extremely complicated. There's like 9 dimensions, and it's pretty crazy. Each one has like an unstoppable god. Like, if you think Warhammer had a lot of gods, Sigmar has like 30 or 40 gods in it. So, it's pretty nuts. I think Warhammer has like 12 gods. Maybe 14 gods. Anyways, so what I think about Hammer Bolter, I thought it was pretty decent. So yeah, there's one about Yarick. There's one about a messenger trying to run away from the Tyranids. Imperial Guard story. And they talk about Acadia, so I'm guessing they're Acadians. There's a couple of Chaos stories, like there's a Death Guard story. The Death Guard one didn't make a lot of sense to me. I love Death Guard, but the Death Guard episode didn't make a lot of sense to me. And there's a Necron episode which kicked ass. So out of all the episodes I've seen so far, I think the Necron ones kicked the most ass. So I recommend those ones. I forget the name of the episodes, but it's alright. I'm hoping you see the picture I put up on the screen, because I honestly can't tell right now. If you can't see the picture on screen, I might redo this video. I'm not going to show you any footage, because I think you guys know what happens when you show footage of this show. So, yeah, I'm not going to show footage. I'm just going to show you this picture, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing you the picture. What's the other TV shows? I checked out Angels of Death, which is a Blood Angel story about Tyranids. Now, Blood Angels and Tyranids fight all the time in the books. They're like the first... When Tyranids rain down upon a world, Blood Angels are usually like the first responders. And it was pretty decent. Angels of... Crap. I keep dropping my computer stuff. Not having a actual desk sucks. So, it's about Blood Angels fighting Tyranids. I think Tyranids show up in like the 5th episode. So you have to go through 4 episodes before they show up. And it's also got the cult in it. So you got the Gene Stealer cult involved, which is pretty cool. It's a combination of regular Tyranids and Gene Stealer cult. And what's cool is the Gene Stealer cult actually put up a pretty good fight against the Space Marines. Yeah, pretty much none of their guns worked on their armor, but it's still pretty cool. You see Gene Stealers like one-shot a Dreadnought, which is... I think they can do that. So, that's something that can happen. Gene Stealers like one-shotting a Dreadnought. So that one wasn't bad. It was in black and white for some reason. The Space Marines were red, but everything else was in black and white. Maybe it was to save money or something. Oh, and the other one that they advertised a lot was Exodite, which was the Tau TV show. It's like 4 episodes. It's the one where basically people got Warhammer Plus to watch the Exodite, and it's a Tau TV show, and from what I understand, it's about the Tau fighting this big war between the people, like humans, and you got the Kriegsmen, right? It's hard to think of the stories, right? Trying to review a show and think of the lore at the same time is kind of hard. But you got the Death Guard of Krieg, or the the Kriegsmen. You know who they are. Got the horses and the grenades and all that, and the shovels. The Kriegsmen and their shovels. So they're fighting the Tau, and you got the Titans and all that, and it's pretty cool. And basically what the story is the Tau, while they're fighting these people, are trying to go on a peace mission, like a diplomacy mission, with the Eldar. And the Eldar, or the Tau proves again and again that even with all their great knowledge, the Tau are extremely talented. They're very, very talented. I would say they're even more talented than humans are. But they're so naive, and it really shows in this episode. So they go on a peace treaty with the Eldar, and the Eldar just kind of laughs at them because they know that the Tau are trying to like take over everything. They're trying to take over everything peacefully, but they are trying to take over everything. And the Eldar knew that if they kept trying to take over everything, one of their planets would be on the list. So the Eldar didn't want to spend any time with the Tau, and it was pretty cool. It was really basic Eldar taking out very high level Tau. So that was pretty cool. And there's even a Kriegsman fight. And then it kind of ends. So that's basically the whole Exodite thing, which they've been advertising like crazy. When they first announced Warhammer Plus, that's what they talked about like crazy, the Exodite. So that's that. What else is Warhammer Plus? I didn't check out everything because it's pretty large and expansive. You got painting tutorials, you got videos. They have like these half-hour videos where they talk about the lore, and they use basically every picture they have to help explain the lore. So if you want to see really good Warhammer art, Warhammer Plus is definitely the way to go. Another thing Warhammer Plus offers is basically what's free, and it's watching people play the board game, the battle reports. So the battle reports are highly edited videos of people just playing the board game, and I haven't checked any of those out yet because there's free ones out there. But it's nice to see that the creators themselves are getting into it. I do think the board game stuff, that should have been out. They should have created that like years and years and years ago. That shouldn't be a new thing. These TV shows, I understand, take a long time because it's all animation. But the board game one, they should have had that stuff coming out a long time ago. That shouldn't take long. That shouldn't take long to make that. Another thing they said they offered was you can access all the magazines, and I haven't found that section yet. I bet it's true, but I haven't been able to find that button yet where you can check out all the magazines they have. The magazines I bought some of the magazines, like the physical copies, and they're really good. The first few pages of every magazine is like fan art. They take pictures of Warhammer uh, statues, miniatures, and it's all fan made. And they even show off some of the kit bashing. For those that don't know what kit bashing is, it's where you take like 3 Warhammer statues and put them together, or you can even 3D print like special arms, and they put like special 3D printed arms on the statues, and they take pictures of that and they put it in the magazine. And they even have a few Q&As. So if you're having trouble playing the board game, there's a few Q&As in there. And they usually, in every magazine, they usually hint towards the next new thing in Warhammer. So every magazine has like a hint to the new stuff. So that's pretty cool. What else? Oh, another TV show I want to mention. This is the one that I was watching a couple minutes ago, and this kind of made me want to do the review. It's called The Interrogator. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. And I was watching it. I was trying to watch it, but RTX kept inviting me to quick starts, and he kept killing me first in every quick start. So that was fun. But yeah, RTX kept inviting me to quick starts while I was watching Interrogator. So I didn't get the full like experience like you normally do when you watch a TV show. But anyways, enough rambling there. The Interrogator seems to be the best one. They offer like 8 TV shows. Each one is like super short. Like I said, every episode of Hammer Bolter is like 12 minutes long, and Exodite is only like 10 minutes long. Like you can watch every episode in like 10 minutes. But Interrogator has actual episodes that are like 18 minutes long, which is like an actual episode. If you go watch TV right now, it's usually 18 minutes of animations, and then it's like 10 minutes of commercials. So you get like a half hour, you know. So Interrogator is an actual like full-length show. Now the Interrogator is in black and white, but I think the art style works, while Angels of Death, which is the Blood Angels show, which is in black and white, that didn't really work for me. I think they just did it to save money, which is weird, because I think Games Workshop has like all the money in the world, but it's whatever. But yeah, Interrogator, I've seen the first 3 episodes, and from what I've seen, it's very high quality. Like, I think the animation is a lot better than even Hammer and Bolter. So it's really, really good. It's hard to tell what Interrogator is about, but from first impressions, Interrogator is about a hive, someone from a hive world fighting his way up to like Inquisitor minion status. Like, he's not Inquisitor, but he's like an Inquisitor minion. And he's made a lot of enemies along the way, because no one likes Inquisitors. They're basically, cops, and they're just cracking down at everybody. So no one really likes them. And he's made a lot of enemies in the way. And the reason it's called Interrogator is he can, like, read minds by touching them. So he's probably a psyker in some way. I think someone said psychers are like 1 in a million, and every planet is usually in the billions. That's usually how Warhammer works. Every planet has like billions of people on it. So yeah, psychers are supposed to be pretty rare. So that's pretty cool. Having a TV show where a psyker is like the main character, it's pretty neat. And because his powers are so, like, I don't think he can control his powers. So he's not like super skinny. Like most psychers are super skinny because their powers eat away at them. But he's actually in good shape, and he's actually a really good fighter, and a psyker on top of that. So that's pretty cool. So to recap, my first impression, and this is more like a discussion video than a review. Most of the shows are pretty decent. With and as far as I can tell, they're pretty accurate to the books. I still think the books are better, just because you get hours and hours and hours of story, and the TV shows are like 10 minutes long. So the books are definitely better, better for your money. Yeah, the TV shows are decent. I checked out a few lore videos just to see what they were, and the editing is amazing. So they're pretty high quality shows. So if you want to know a lot about a certain guy, those lore videos are definitely the way to go. There's a lot of lore videos out there, but the Games Workshop one easily has the highest quality. Even Luton's a very popular lore video guy, but yeah, the Games Workshop lore videos have way better editing. They're pretty fancy, so I recommend the lore videos. They look pretty nice from what I can tell. I only checked out 2 of them, but from the 2 I checked out, they seem pretty high quality. You can, something I would do, because I do read the books, is I would actually turn off the audio and just check out the art. Those lore videos have like the best art. If you want to see really good art of Warhammer, that's like the best place to do it. So yeah, the TV shows are decent. Overall feelings on Warhammer Plus is I would definitely recommend you to check it out. But I think at the most, Warhammer Plus has about 3 months of content. So I think at the most, Warhammer Plus is about 3 months of entertainment. So in exchange for less than $25, you get 3 months of like TV and videos to watch, which is pretty cool. And something I noticed on Warhammer Plus's website is not all of it is membership only. There is some actually free stuff on Warhammer Plus, which I didn't expect. Not all of it is membership only. I think 90% of it is membership only, but there is some free stuff on there. That's where Astartes went. If you guys remember Astartes, it was on YouTube and it got like 50 million views, and it disappeared. And why did it disappear? Well, it was on Warhammer Plus for free, which was pretty smart. I think if they put Astartes behind a paywall, a lot of people would be mad. But it is free out there. And the guy who made Astartes made Exodite. And they're both really high quality stuff. But they're also really nerdy. So I'd only recommend those TV shows who like high quality stuff and are also really nerdy. If you're watching this video, you probably fit under that category. So yeah, I think that's it. That's my first impression. I'd recommend it for about 3 months, and then maybe after that, do something else. Do I think it's better than other streaming services? Maybe. It's got a lot more variety. it's not just TV shows. They got a lot of stuff. So if you want to watch something that's, with a lot of variety, this is definitely the place to do it at. Netflix is just TV shows and movies, and this has a lot more. There is no review system as far as I can tell. You know how you usually watch a TV show on Netflix, you can review it. I don't see a review system, but it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, hopefully this video stays on the internet for a week or so before it probably gets taken down. So yeah, I recommend it. It's again like $7 or $8. I would check out. The first thing I did was check out Hammer and Bolter, and checked out which book they did, and they're all pretty solid. But none of them are better than the Interrogator TV show I checked out. That Interrogator show seems to be the best show out of all of them. So yeah, that's my review. I'm gonna watch this in post to see if this actually came out the way I wanted it to come out. So yeah, that's my first impression. Thanks for watching. Bye.